Hi everybody. For this installment of Black Sheep albums, which are albums by popular bands that most of their fans regard as terrible or near the bottom of their discography. And today I wanted to talk about Kiss Unmasked because this is, at least as far as I can tell, one of the albums that Kiss fans in general tend to hate. Most Kiss fans, I think this album is not very good. I don't know if they consider it terrible, but just not a favorite among a lot of Kiss fans. And I actually, and I know I'm in the minority, but I enjoy this album quite a bit. And so this video is to talk about what is it about this album that I enjoy. If you haven't heard this album, you're not familiar with it, what is there to recommend about it? And why I kind of feel it's been unfairly pegged as one of the worst albums in Kiss's catalog, because I really don't feel like it is. So just a little bit of a background on Kiss Unmasked. It was released in 1980. It followed the album Dynasty, which contained the hit single I Was Made for Loving You. And so most Kiss fans were already on high alert that Kiss was starting to soften their sound. Maybe they were selling out a little bit. And then when Unmasked came out, it kind of confirmed everyone's worst fears that, Kiss is totally sold out. This isn't the hard edge Kiss that we're used to. And so I think a lot of Kiss fans started to kind of jump ship at this point. And some of you might be thinking that the album that followed this, Music from the Elder, was also a Black Sheep album, but I feel like Music from the Elder is very polarizing. While it may be polarizing, fans either love it or they hate it. I don't know many fans that can say they really are in love with this. I don't know that Unmasked has a whole lot of Kiss fans. I happen to be one of them, like I said, who enjoys this album. So I'm going to get into a little bit and what I like about it. Is That You, I feel, is a great lead-off track. It's got a driving rhythm. It's got great guitar lick in it. I'm not sure what the beef is with that particular song, but I do enjoy it. I feel it's a strong album opener, and I have no issues with that one whatsoever. The second song, Shandy, is, I think, where most people are going to take issue with this album. Shandy is by far the most commercial track that Kiss had recorded to this point, and that's even given I Was Made for Loving You. I think you could argue Shandy is a little bit farther down that road. It's more almost like a kind of a softer ballad with just some light guitar work. And I would argue that I like it quite a bit. It's catchy. It's a well-written song. Kiss were sharing a lot of songwriting credits with the producer, Vince Poncia. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. And another thing that I forgot to mention is that Peter Criss is not on this album, which most Kiss fans already know. He's pictured on the artwork, but he doesn't actually play on here. Anton Vig is actually the drummer who does the drumming on all these songs. And so already there was going to be a different style just because you don't have Peter Criss behind the drums. You've got more commercial sounding songs because this is the first time Kiss was collaborating with an outside songwriter. But I feel like the songwriting on this album is actually really solid. Shandy is a great power pop song. And another term for power pop is great songwriting. So I feel like the songwriting on this album is really strong. Talk to Me, which is an Ace Frehley song, has got such a catchy chorus to it. It's almost like a girl group from the 60s or something could have, this could have been a cover of a song by a 60s girl group. And I'm not saying that to put it down, but I really feel it's such a strong song and it sticks in your head even after you've heard it. I feel like it's one of, maybe not Ace Frehley's, top 5 best songs, but I would put it in his top 10. Call Me Crazy, but I really do enjoy that song a lot. Just the harmonies, and the chorus. I just feel it's really a well-written song and it's executed great, and I love the hell out of it. Naked City, a Gene Simmons song, I feel is just kind of like dark and gritty, but I don't know, it's got such a, almost like a film noir mood to it. I enjoy that song a lot. And then the Paul Stanley, What Makes the World Go Wrong. And the falsettos on the bridge to this song, I feel really sell it for me. And I know, Paul would do a little bit more of that on music from the Elder, particularly Just a Boy. But I don't know, I feel like that is the hook for me. When Paul is singing the falsettos on the bridge to this song and then gets into the chorus, it just, at least for me, it hooks me right in, and I find it a really enjoyable song to listen to. And yeah, okay, the songs are polished, and maybe it doesn't have that grit or that crunch or, kind of the heaviness that Kiss was known for, but it's still a great album to listen to. And if you're not a Kiss fan, I almost might steer somebody, this might be the gateway drug for somebody who's not quite a Kiss fan, somebody who's more into maybe more polished, harder rock. If you wanted to get them into Kiss, I might almost put this album on. Tomorrow, actually, to me, sounds like it could have been recorded by the Cars. It sort of reminds me of that late 70s Cars sound. I'm a big fan of the Cars, so that's probably one reason why I like it. But just the whole rhythm and everything about the song just really reminds me of the Cars. Two Sides of the Coin, which is another Ace Frehley song, I feel is decent. I really like that song as well. And She's So European is a Gene song. I don't feel it's terrible, not one of his best, but, again, I feel it's well produced. I feel like it's a well written song, and I feel like it's hard enough that it's Kiss. It's not as hard and not as deep as maybe some of their earlier tracks were, but to me it's still enjoyable. Easy as It Seems, I think, is another well recorded fun rocker. Torpedo Girl, I love the bass riff in that, and the rhythm and the bass riff, just immediately from the get-go, it just kind of hooks you in, and you're immediately just, I feel, hooked into the song, and I love the hell out of it. It's another Ace Frehley song, and I really like it a lot. And then your All That I Want is a decent album closer. It's another heavy track. Heavy for this album, nonetheless. And, I enjoy it. It's a good way to close out the album. And I don't know. I'd love to hear your comments about what you think of it, but I feel like this album, again, is one of those that's been unfairly maligned. I don't feel it's terrible. I feel like there's enough on here that is enjoyable to listen to. And it's different in the same way that, music from the Elder was, well, maybe not to that extreme, but it's just a different sounding Kiss album than I think most people had been accustomed to, but and yet not all that different. I don't know. I don't feel like this is so far off the mark. I don't feel like they lost the plot. I don't feel like they totally tried to revamp their sound or anything like that. It still sounds to me very Kiss-like. So anyway, that's my review of Kiss Unmasked. I'd love to hear what you think of it. If you think I'm off base and you think this album's terrible and it sucks, that's fine. I'm just telling you why I like it, why I appreciate it, and why I don't think it's near the bottom of I don't think it's anywhere near their worst album. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. I appreciate everybody watching. Take care, and we'll see you soon.